Hi everyone and welcome back to another video and welcome back to the continuing of Christy's first couple of weeks, months here in Taiwan. If you haven't seen the first video we made together where she explains her preparation, which by the way was way too much preparation, and her actually going through the Taiwanese 14-day quarantine, then please do check out that video down in the description, and then afterwards come back here to continue this video where we are going to talk about her actual first couple of steps out in freedom here in Taiwan. In the last video, you mentioned that you didn't really have any idea of Taiwan. You knew that we don't have dryers here, so you need to hang your clothes.
That was important.
Apparently they don't have Starbucks coffee, so you made sure to bring that together with your toothpaste and toothbrush.
Yes.
Other than that, when you actually took your first steps outside of here in Taiwan, was it as you had expected it to be?
I don't even know if I had like expectations. So I kind of just was taking it all in the moment. I remember like driving in the taxi and being like, he's going to drop me off at this apartment and I'm going to be alone. And I just
You've just been alone for 14 days. Real? That was like what were you looking forward to?
No, I was looking forward to it. I'm going to be alone and I have to navigate like the city by myself.
Oh,
that's what it felt like.
You don't get
so
like the daily food deliveries and stuff. So
right, well, still do.
Okay.
I still order food a lot. But yes, you don't have the hotel to rely on, yes.
Right. If I would ask you now then, what is your first memory of Taiwan?
Gonna be carrying my suitcase up 5 flights of stairs because I live on the 5th floor and there's no elevator. And then once I got there, I opened the door and I was like, this is great. The second memory was the cockroach.
Okay.
I just covered it with a bucket and then I sprayed some Raid underneath, like the bug spray, and I left it there for a week and it was dead after a week.
It was probably dead after like a minute, but it's good. It's good that you actually waited a week. You already experienced the Taiwanese cockroaches.
Yes, I did.
And you have also experienced the Taiwanese earthquakes.
I did.
How was that? Have you have earthquakes in Florida?
No, we do not have earthquakes. So this was the first time I felt an earthquake and it was a big one. Apparently, from what I hear from my friends, they were like, that was big.
It was big, yeah.
I was in the MRT station, so I just like was going down the escalator.
That's like the worst place. That's like the worst place to not only experience an earthquake, but to experience your first earthquake.
Yes, my phone went off, which was like super impressive.
And that was the first presidential alert you received.
Yes,
too,
that was the first one.
Oh, it's still free. So that's actually quite a new thing. Like, I mean, maybe not a new thing. It was like 3 years ago or something. But those were scary. The first time, I remember the first time I got one together with an earthquake. And then for me, it was worse because I had experienced so many earthquakes without getting it. So then when I got it and it was an earthquake, I literally, okay, this is it.
Yeah,
this is how I die. Now we have reached the point where this text is going out. This is how it all ends.
Wow. I just like, it was like violently shaking. Honestly, I was like, who's calling me? I didn't even look at my phone until like after, and I was like, oh, that was the alert.
It was the president.
It was the president. But everything just started shaking, and then I was like, oh my goodness. Like, it took my brain like at least 5 seconds to recognize this is probably the earthquake. Escalators were shaking, the fans in the ceiling were shaking, and then the whole MRT got like shut down for like 30 minutes, so I just had to wait. But all the announcements were in Chinese, so I'm just standing there like people watching, seeing if anybody is panicking, if anybody is doing anything, and I'm like, I'm just gonna do what they do.
Thank you for not panicking.
Yes.
Causing even more panic there. That's pretty much like the trinity of Taiwanese things. The only thing missing is a typhoon now, and then you have like the full Taiwan experience.
Wow. Okay.
So that's just wait. My next question for you was that if something had surprised you here in Taiwan, should I just put cockroach on that list, or is there anything else that have surprised you?
The other part was the toilet.
Oh, what about
in
the toilets?
Floor.
So the toilets are in the ceiling in Florida,
no,
or where are they?
The toilet like that is in the ground.
Okay.
Okay, I walked into a bathroom, I opened the door, and I just had to walk out and like hold it for the rest of the day because I was like, I don't know. That was the other surprising thing. I Googled it.
You Googled it?
I Googled it, guys, because how else am I supposed to learn? I'm not gonna like ask someone and be like, they're gonna be like, there's the American, she doesn't know anything. So, okay, that was probably more surprising than the cockroach.
Normally, they would have like the handicap toilets.
Yeah, and then, weeks later, I found that out.
So you hold yourself for weeks?
No, I Googled
Oh, you
it.
go with it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Oh, gosh.
Now, when you have actually been out from quarantine for a while, is there anything that you feel like you should have prepared better?
I think doing research on the area, knowing what's like around. I don't know.
You live in Neihu, so there's like nothing around. Easy. I can do that research for you.
Oh gosh. Literally last night, I realized I've been ordering Food Panda.
Next
the
door.
dumpling place I've been ordering from is like literally 100 steps. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, I think like just knowing the MRT line. That's like
Oh,
it's
that's
a good.
also very important.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
first thing for foreigners.
Yeah, I had to watch a YouTube video about how to do that. A guy made a really good.
Did you watch my YouTube video?
You made an.
Oh.
Sorry.
Oh.
I seriously didn't know. But yeah, that's super important.
Just to make sure, if you do want to know more about anything Taiwan related, please do subscribe to my channel
Yes,
if you
yes,
haven't already.
yes.
And of course, also subscribe to Christy's channel, which we will link to later after you finished watching this video.
But mine doesn't help you like know about Taiwan like yours.
So we'll be like, please subscribe to my channel. If not, you can watch her channel and
Okay.
see what happens if you don't subscribe to my channel.
That is
That's how we
actually
do
true.
it.
Yes, perfect.
You actually made your Taiwan bucket list after you came into Taiwan.
Yeah, I want to go to hot springs.
Hot springs? Okay.
Yes, hot springs. There's really no specific hot springs. I want to go to, I think, like Kenting or like the beach town in the south. Okay, yes. Obviously, night markets. You know, it's like harder when you can't talk in Chinese, when you can't read Chinese, which is why I'm in Chinese class.
How good is your Chinese right now?
Count to 10 in Chinese?
So, for the following 10 seconds, we're gonna hear Christy Martin count
I'm
to 10
sweating.
in Chinese.
Okay. 1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9、10。Okay.
Okay, after being in Taiwan 1.5 months, I have to say,
It's average,
Round-
right? It's average. It's
round-
not embarrassing.
it's not, no, I wouldn't say that's embarrassing.
it's not.
They all should already know by now, but Teapot Mountain in Reifang, that's something you need to add on your bucket list.
Okay.
Someone has made a YouTube video about that. You can just watch that if you
I'll
if you
go watch it
subscribe.
after this. Okay.
You mentioned that you're here on a 10-month contract
Yeah,
for
basically.
being a teacher, right? Is there any chance we can manage to convince you to stay longer, or have like the cockroaches already scared you away so you might even like cut it short?
No, I think every day, honestly, I think I fall a little bit more in love with Taiwan, especially working with the kids, meeting the people. It's a very different culture than Florida, and people are just so kind here. So I don't know. We'll see.
The first time that we make a video together, hopefully not the last. So I just wanted to check. I wanted to ask you some quick checkup questions on basically your first impressions of Taiwan.
Okay.
And then hopefully 10 months later, we will do another video with the same questions to see maybe Taiwan has changed you, maybe you have changed Taiwan,
Ooh,
and
okay.
see how your impressions of Taiwan now versus 10 months from now actually look like. So if that is something that you want to see, please do make sure to subscribe to this channel. And of course, also subscribe to Christy's YouTube channel so you get the understanding of what happens if you don't subscribe to my channel. So you can see all her complete new experiences from a foreigner's perspective, just literally the first couple of weeks, couple of months here in Taiwan. But before we end this video, I just wanted to ask you these checkup questions.
Yes.
What is the first thing you would say when someone asks you to describe how it is living in Taiwan?
You will meet the kindest people, first thing. Also, you will try so many new foods. If you are a foreigner coming to Taiwan, you would try so many new foods, and I've honestly liked most of what I've tried, which is amazing. Yeah. I would also say it's really convenient, especially living in Taipei. I mean, 7-Eleven is amazing.
You're from Florida. You don't have
We have
7-Elevens?
7-Elevens, but they're not like this. Like, 7-Eleven has, like, everything here.
The second question was actually, what is your favorite food?
Right now, it is dumplings.
Have you ever had something called bacon dumpling?
No.
Okay, I think I just got a new idea
Okay.
for my next video here. See
Perfect.
if Christy wants to make another video with me at some point. What is the single best thing about Taiwan?
I think it's the natural beauty. There's just so much natural beauty that even on the MRT when I'm riding the brown line, because I ride that to work every day.
You make it sound like
No,
the,
no, but
what's wrong with
you-
the brown line?
No, the brown line is great because it's above ground.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
when I'm riding on my way to work, I can like see the parks and the mountains.
That's true, yeah.
So it's just something I don't normally enjoy on my drive to work in Florida. So I really enjoyed that.
What is the most difficult thing as a foreigner living in Taiwan?
I'm gonna be honest, it's the walking? Because, listen to me, listen
Okay,
to me.
okay. No, the question was not for someone living in Florida.
No,
Normal foreigners are used to walk.
No.
It's such an American thing to say. Who walks?
For me, I just drive to the store. I get out of my car. I walk like 2 feet into the store, air conditioned in the car on my ride home. Okay, so walking has been the toughest part, and I think I'm getting in better shape because of it. But hey, if it's only walking,
If that's the worst thing, moving half across the world to a foreign country, the worst thing is
I'm just
walking.
not used to it. Guys, I'm always out of breath.
What is something you have learned about Taiwan after moving to Taiwan? They have toothpaste. No.
But they, yeah, they actually have a lot of stores and I can get everything that I need here. Since I'm like specifically in education, I learned about the cram schools. I hadn't ever really thought about it or done research on it, but they're like everywhere, especially in Taipei.
What is something that you have learned about yourself after moving to Taiwan?
Honestly, I'm gonna say that I can do more than I think. Like, I'm tougher than I think I am. I have done so many things that usually I'm like to my dad, can you fix this? Or to my brother, because I have like both of them to usually like help me with stuff. Also problem solving. I'm just here by myself, so I have to like do it. So I feel like the fact that I'm tougher than I think I am, and that's kind of what's carried me through. Quarantine, like getting out, moving into a new apartment, starting a new job, being in a country where I don't speak Mandarin,
In terms of your YouTube channel, what will we be expected to see if we decide to go and subscribe to your channel?
Yeah, well, hopefully you'll see more of Taiwan, even just like outside of Taipei, because like even in the coming weekends I'm going to Hualien, so hopefully I'll be able to film a little bit there. Again, it's like brief snippets of those areas because there's so much to do in each area, so it's like I can't do it all on the weekend. So hopefully, some things outside of Taipei, but also just like kind of what it's like to live as a foreigner day to day here in Taiwan. And my adventures.
That's at least something that I look forward to see.
Okay.
And if you look forward to see that as well, please do, of course, make sure to subscribe to Christy's channel. You have, of course, all the links down in the description. Please also make sure to subscribe to my channel to show your support, and also like this video and share this video with someone you think should get a more insight into Christy's life here in Taiwan. As always, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lucas. Starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both. And see you all in the next one.